Getting to the money, I be getting to the back. People think I'm funny cause I always make them laugh. I ain't even being funny, I be really spitting facts. I'm about balance and I got talent. Every challenge I overcome. Low-key is savage, never be average. Give me a task and I'll get it done. Minding my business whenever I come in. I'm handling business while I'm having fun. I ain't worried about winning, but that would be dumb cause there's no competition. I already won, huh? Yeah.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Astrologiks, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'll be continuing my Lilith through the sign series with Lilith in Cancer, or Lilith in the 4th house. And so this video is for you if you have Lilith in the 4th house or if you have Lilith in Cancer. And so what is Lilith? So the mythology around Lilith is she is the first wife of Adam, and they were both created equally. They were both made from the dirt. They were both made equal. They were both independent. They both had skills and knowledge. And after a while, Adam wanted to dominate Lilith in all areas of life. But one of the biggest ones was sexually. You know, he always wanted Lilith on her back and she wanted to be on top at times. And it's said that she was kicked out of the Garden of Eden due to her not wanting to conform to Adam. And when she got kicked out, she became revengeful, killing babies, making babies with demons, and just kind of going on a rampage, ruining people's lives, and just doing devilish, mean things. And so Lilith is a representation of where we're suppressed, embarrassed, ashamed, and where we might do some things that are kind of considered our lower expressions of ourselves. And Cancer is a cardinal water sign. It's ruled by the moon, and it lives in the 4th house. And so the 4th house is about home, family, property, generational curses, ancestors, our family line, bloodline. The moon represents our emotions, our mother. It's the way we process our emotions, memories, the past, and kind of all the things that we do as a family, like, you know, cookouts, reunions, house parties, get-togethers, and things of that nature. And when we put the two together, I think this placement might be a little bit of a trigger warning for a lot of people, because we really are talking about the lower expressions of our selves. And so, you know, listen with caution and an open mind. But these people could have had a mother that was strict, in and out of jail, emotionally distant, in and out of your life, or died at a young age. And so this could have caused you to have fear of having your own children, or if you do have children, you will have some kind of fear around not wanting to do the same thing your mother might have done to you. You can be a strict parent. You could take on some of the lower expressions that you've learned, and you like to keep a tight grip on your children, not wanting them to get out of your eyesight, or you want your children to depend on you. You might even do things like to make them sick so they can be dependent on you, or cause harm to your children and family in some way, or having sex with their children. I think of like mothers who have a sexual relationship with their sons, even if it's not physical, but they might be kind of in their relationships too much. This is where you see, what we might consider out in the world mama's boys, where they kind of go to their mom for everything. And that can be considered like some type of Freudian relationship a son has with his mother, where he's too codependent on her and feels like he can't make decisions without her, and whatever she says is God. And even if he's in a relationship, instead of dealing with the things on his own, he might kind of go to his mom and get advice and do what she says, instead of being a mature adult and having a conversation with his particular significant other. Um, and or it could actually be a physical sexual relationship with the mother or any family member, but particularly because the moon rules Cancer, it could be the mom. This is somebody who might marry for money, wealth, or shelter as a form of stability or emotional attachment, or they might have very unhealthy emotional attachments in their relationships, or they attract these kind of people. Um, they could be very emotionally manipulative from the way they was raised growing up, whether they received it too much or didn't receive it at all. These might be things that they look for as an adult when they get into their own personal relationships. And this could be with friends, again, family, or a significant other. They might actually be looking for that missing parent. And so they could be really codependent on your energy for you to take care of them, um, for you to provide for them, and kind of do the things that a mother is meant to do to nurture them, which could also lead them into um, relationships where they get taken advantage of. um, these people might be the type of people who are waiting for someone to die to receive an inheritance. And again, they could do something kind of off kilter in order to get that inheritance, or betray loved ones, family, friends, or a significant other. I think of people who kind of don't have any loyalty to anybody, especially if you make them feel um, emotionally repressed in some way, or there's triggers of memories that come up from the way that you treat them, from the way that they were raised as a child. This person might turn around and do something kind of half-cocked or offhanded, kind of cynical, or irrational emotionally, to get back at you because this is the way they were raised. Um, and these people, obviously, especially women, but for women, they might struggle with miscarriages, having children, and things of that nature. For men, they could attract women who tend to have troubles having a child. Again, you can be emotionally manipulative, attract narcissistic people, make yourself out to be the victim, make people feel bad for you. Or you can become a hoarder or hold on to things too long. And this could be people, places, or things, or dwell on the past too much and live in the past, and like have a hard time forgiving others for past things that have happened to you, or between the two of you, or hold a lot of family secrets. Again, this is just not an easy placement to have, especially when it comes to healing, if you're only surrounded around people who kind of infuse the behavior that you were kind of taught as a child, because it's something that happened to you so young as a child, and your emotions are being formed through these kind of toxic bad behaviors. Even if somebody does get counseling and goes through counseling, unfortunately, these are the type of people who I call functioning alcoholics, where they know the system. They know how to play the system. They know how to play on people's emotions. They know the right trigger words to say to make somebody feel bad, or to make somebody believe that they really understand what it is they're being taught, learned, or trying to change or transform in some kind of way to better their behavior or come up with better habits and things of that nature. Unfortunately, this energy right here is a lot harder to work through, to change. There really, really, really has to be a lot of work. You have to change your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the places that you go, because any one trigger can trigger a thought where, if you don't have those tools and you're not ready or aware to use those tools, can trigger the possibility of you going right back to where you started, or doing the kind of offhanded behaviors that you might have been used to for so long. I feel like when it's family and it happens as a child, and we're talking about emotions here, it's just a harder thing to grasp. Not to make anybody feel like there's no way out. It's just a lot more work. You really, really, really have to put the work in to make the change. And self-love is always a good place to start. And so if you're here and you're listening to this video and any of these things resonate with you, my thing is repetition. Listen to it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, over and over again, until it becomes a pattern or a habit in your mind. you know and then you got to get out there and take action, put those things in actions to love on yourself, heal yourself, do the work, stay consistent with actual daily action steps, and not just think about it. And so self-love is a good place to start, and knowing when you're being triggered to have your tools to address it. And when they do come up, always making sure you go back to the origin of the problem. Where it originated from has nothing to do with this moment, understanding the difference between the present, where you are at right now, and the past. Yeah, so this is my interpretation of Lilith and Cancer. As usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.